right, guys, what is up, and welcome to the finals of the Pro Play Games Presents National Championship Qualifier here in beautiful, sunny, delicious, appetizing, notorious Orlando, Florida. I'm here again with Mr. David Fujimura-san. We have Travis Washburn on the left playing Pan, and Dylan Warren on the right playing Trunks. Mr. David Fujimura, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
You excited to be part of the finals here?
Yeah. It's my first time.
It's my first time here.
It's my first time. I'm so excited.
I've never been here. But it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. So we've seen both these players play quite a few games. Travis playing the Pan on the left, and Dylan, like I said, playing Trunks on the right. We just saw Dylan play against Mr. Matthew Combs, and had 3 very good games. Very good player. It looked like I didn't see him make any play mistakes that I really saw.
He stuck to his guns, and it took him to a victory.
Right. Now, Travis actually knocked out last PPG regional winner, Justin Rios, about 2 rounds ago. I think it was like round 7 or so, maybe 6. However, Justin did get a game loss for a deck mishap. So Travis, I think, like you said, we heard him say that, hey, I don't think I played very good on stream. I think I could do a lot better. So may have a little bit of nerves here,
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, bad players don't make it to the finals.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if Travis can straighten up, fix some of those little play mistakes that he had on the stream. And if he does, I think Dylan's in for one heck of a match.
Yeah, when we were setting up the match, he was super excited to be back. Redemption. Not mess up. And do his thing and show us why he deserves to be the regional championship.
Which he absolutely does. I mean, very good player. And then on the feature match area, the second off stream, we have Mira, leader, versus Hercule. So that's pretty exciting as well. So you guys can check those out on the YouTube, on the Kitchen Meta YouTube. Oh, the deck mishap was this: he forgot to write. Justin Rios forgot to write his leader on the sheet, so they had to give him a game loss. But like I said, PPG, very noble group of people, so they're not going to spare their own players. So unfortunate, but Justin took it to a game 3. Almost still won. So
he almost took it out. So Dylan's on the play here, and he's off to a very good start.
We've seen the same kind of start against Matt. Very tough start to defend.
Yep, double.
Now, does Travis have access to Sensu Bean? I can't remember through his games if he had
Travis, he has it in the sideboard.
That's right. He has.
Yes.
So his sideboard essentially is built to beat Storm.
Yes.
So that's possibly good for him.
Yeah.
Or a sign that he thinks his deck is very weak to Storm.
Yeah.
Which could be good, could be bad.
Yeah. So like we talked about in earlier rounds, this is a really I wouldn't say a rock paper scissors format, but it's a meta. So certain decks do really well against certain decks, and other decks do really good against those decks. And one of Pan's bad, or I wouldn't say bad, but not as good matchups is aggro Storm deck. And like we're seeing, Travis has dedicated almost his whole entire side deck to the matchup. So.
Now, does Pan traditionally have problems playing against Storm?
Yes.
That's surprising to me since she's so defensive. Is it just because she doesn't have enough energy not enough open energy to defend as many attacks as that get thrown on her?
Yeah. Usually when people go as wide as Storm does, as fast as Storm does, it doesn't bode well for Pan.
Right.
So.
So what you're saying is like Pan's really good at stopping like 2 or 3 good attackers.
Yeah.
But not 5 or 6 mini ones.
Correct.
Sure.
So
no, Justin is playing. Was actually playing Pan this event.
So we see. Flute already being
he flew back
played
and did it again.
Pretty good.
So Dylan is off to a very, very good start.
I think the big problem that Storm gives Pan is that Pan can only control when it awakens.
Okay.
And that's kind of crucial for Pan and how it tends to want to win.
Yeah, as you can see, Pan never wants to be at 4 life on turn 1. And unfortunately, that's what we have here with Storm going first.
Can Storm die already? Well, I'll tell you what, it gets harder to play Storm next set. There's, those Deadly Defender cards are very good. Also, I think Androids is going to be very good at beating Storm. It's going to have a Deadly Defender out on turn 2, which is scary, pretty scary for Storm. That's hard to get through.
And one of the issues Storm has is trying to win games against a truly defensive deck in Hercule, which there are a few out there, but not very well represented on the stream. I don't think we've had a single Hercule, have we?
Well,
Yeah.
We had one Hercule.
oh, we did.
Oh, yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I actually remember that now.
Yeah, we did have one Hercule.
Yep, Pan versus Trunks, the Saiyan children. Competing to see who's the best. No, it's called Storm, but and I hate the name. I hate the name Storm because it's nothing like Storm from Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Nothing like it at all. But people have named it that, and
Yeah.
that's what they call it. So I'm trying to get I try to use the lingo so that way new players will understand what's going on. But it is nothing like Storm.
Yeah. So
It just plays out a bunch of little guys and attacks you. But it's kind of has like a Storm-esque feel because it's playing something, bounces it, plays it again, bounces it, plays it again. But that kind of feels like that. But Storm does that and then plays a card you can't do anything about and it just kills you instantly. That's nothing like that exists in the game. It's not a keyword. It's nothing like that at all.
all right. So Travis finally getting to take his second turn here.
That's good. I always like it when I get
Yeah.
to take my turn.
All right.
Travis playing a topo out, not on a counter here. I like that.
No, he's going to do some
Clean it up.
awful things to his board, but he does have the Nimbus to stop this. And there it is.
Well, he does have Mass Saiyan though, and that's good.
Oh, wait, was that with his leader?
Yeah, that was a hand attack.
Oh, that was with his leader. Huh. Interesting.
Well, either way,
you
it
know what?
shuts down the
it does
topo,
shut down the
right?
topo.
So, like-
So
Yeah.
he only gets one attack with the topo.
I don't like what he's about to do right now, but that's
But,
fine.
ooh. That is definitely going to hurt
That is the plan.
tomorrow morning for Dylan.
I don't like. I would have attacked with. I don't know. I guess that makes sense because you really want to attack with Mass Saiyan.
Yeah.
So I guess that's fine. Of course, Nickum. I'll see if I see George. I'll tell him that you say hello and you love him. What? I don't. Who are you? Who are you? I guess is what I was trying to say. I'm sorry. That sounds really mean, but yes, I agree 100%. The good guy. Storm does imply that the number of cards that you play matter. You hear. The storm counter is what it's called in Magic. People are like getting that storm counter up, and it does not matter in this at all. Like I said, I loathe and detest the name, but at the end of the day, that's what the community has decided to call it. And you can't fight the community, right? You have to go with it, and that way people know what you're talking about.
We could go with the secondary name of 1-2
What's that?
swap,
1-2 swap. I like that.
1-2 swap.
That makes a lot of sense.
as voted by the community as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It was, if we're not calling it Storm, what are we calling it? And the poll was 1-2 swap.
Hey, Destiny, how's the Golden Frieza player doing? Doing great. He's doing good. So Zagotink's player, we have had a lot of great players on stream today. Travis, super combo in here.
So Travis doing a pretty good job of doing what he can with what he's got.
Now, when I play Storm, I feel like this is my problem as well. And Dave, maybe you can help me here and maybe find something that what I'm trying to say. Sorry. If I get, I can get my opponent to 4 very quickly. Sometimes even 3 very quickly.
Yep.
But pushing past 3 always seems to be the hardest. What's some ways as an aggro player that you can do that?
So there's a couple of ways. Storm tends to use a couple of different things. The most common and easiest to recognize is Mira. Once they use all their cards in hand, Mira just comes down and is just huge by itself. So it can come in,
Gotcha.
with no extra combo necessary, and get a hit in if it's not negated, which is why we see some of these decks adopting Battering Laser. And another way is just hitting sweet numbers.
Like 25K.
Yeah,
example.
like 25K. There's cards like super combos that make defending attacks not negative for you, which is what you want to do as a defender. And to make your opponent
Travis just went down the tape.
So you're saying as the aggro player, you want to make your opponent neg when they defend.
Yeah. So to do that, you have to invest a certain amount of combo power. So Travis goes down to 2, and he
Ooh, 2 triple flashes down as energy.
gets passed to him. Now he's completely abandoned the triple flash, which he isn't playing the 3-drop like Coombs was. So,
Okay.
So he has no way to get that in play realistically anytime soon. So that is instantly charged.
Someone on
for
stream
him.
named Nickum says hello. That he loves you. So there you go. And all right, Nickum, he said thanks for the support. That's what he said. He hopes you can commentate Yu-Gi-Oh for him one day. He also said I'm really pretty today. I don't know why he said that to me, but it was kind of weird. But I mean, his girlfriend's right over there, so I don't know what that's all about. But you know how George is. I don't know.
All right, and so he's going to lead with the East Supreme Kai. Keep his hand up.
I'll tell you, the
and,
old Topo got a little bit of value there.
Put a little pressure, yeah. Dylan is sitting on a pretty clean board. Nothing to apply pressure.
All right, Travis tacking in for 20 with Pan. Hey, Aussie Boy 87, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. To the finals. Yeah, I hear that, Nickum. Trust me, man. I feel the same way with Dragon Ball, man. It's just like, it's weird how whenever you commentate the game, it's so much harder to keep up with the game because you don't get to play as much, and you just, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, it's a blast, though. I love it.
All right, so Senzu Bean, he's going on the defense because he has quite a few attacks to try to defend here. Dylan also at 2 life. This is, if Travis can keep up this kind of tempo and board presence,
He's doing a good job.
might be able to pull this one out.
The longer you can go against Storm, the less impactful they become.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Topo being pretty good here. I think a lot of panelists have cut Topo.
Yeah.
And it seems like actually Topo is really good against Storm.
Yeah. Topo was cut because of Storm, but Topo, Storm slowing down slightly with the restriction of Flute, is letting Topo kind of sneak back in here and do some pretty good stuff. Kelsier, where are the Hercules? They're out there. We had one on stream, I believe, round 2 or round 3.
It was pretty early.
Yeah, but there's still a few at the top tables, but
Yeah, absolutely.
not as dominant as it was previously.
Well, people are learning. You know, and that's one thing about these decks is that, you know, if they win a regional or they do well in a couple regionals in a row, that shouldn't be too shocking for people because people are still learning. If
Yep.
they continue to win, that's when you should start being like, what's
Yeah.
up? You know, I mean, like if people are building their decks to be. Oh, was it round 1? Okay.
Yeah, maybe it was.
I can't remember. I know it was close.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
It was literally 12 hours ago.
Puts it in perspective a little bit.
Yeehaw!
Well, that's right. He got beat by Gotenks.
Yeah.
Of course. That's like, we were so stoked because
Yeah.
it like felt.
Bodied by Gotenks. Yep. And we're like, oh my God, go Tanks! All right, and
Here's Mira.
Here's Mira. That's the.
All we
card
need is a
talked
double
about.
strike. We'll see if Travis has any kind of response to this. And there's the
negate. And that's exactly why we talked about battering being such a key component. If he had it, that would have been game.
I think this is the second time we've seen Dylan get beat by not having bad ring in his deck.
Yeah.
I'll say beat. He has a loss, obviously, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It stopped his push.
Yeah, and he would have won much sooner.
Right.
But he does carry 2 batterings in the side, so I'm pretty sure we'll see those come in this matchup.
Yeah, those are
I think that was 3 negates in a row.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had the 2 unendings in the topo. All right, so Travis getting to live another day. Let's see what he can do.
This is probably the most used overwhelm card we've seen this week.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising. Everyone was high on Fu, and now everybody seems to be on the East Supreme Kai.
Yeah, she's just chilling out, man. Draws 2, a lot less cheaper.
Draws 2 off Pan.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think people are nodding the fact that a lot of these decks can't go through as many cards in the discard for Overwhelm. And they're finding out that Supreme Kai is the bee's knees. Hey, could you tell us the matchups on the top tables? You know what? I'll go ahead and peel away, and I'll try to.
Like the matchups
scout
on the
that
top
out.
tables currently, or the ones we've had on stream? Currently, I'm not sure. I can just look at the top tables. We have all kinds of different stuff. We have Justin Rios and Marcel Russell playing on table 2 for 3rd place.
And we also have a couple of seats down. Matthew Coombs versus somebody else.
So like a Pan, a Storm, a Galactic Frieza, Universe 7 Frieza. Yeah, some good stuff. I think David's going to go check it out, though. Leaders, please. Okay, yeah, he'll go check it out for you.
I just don't think. I mean, even after the sing hit, I don't think he has enough combo power
To kill? All right. Oh, Dylan has another mirror in hand, it looks like.
Yeah. Just drew it.
That's going to take Travis off by guard, I think. And obviously, Travis is tapped out.
Yeah.
But he has to find a way to get 7 cards in his drop here. And he's at 3 right now. No, actually, Mira's what, 5? 6? Something like that? It's not 7. How many overall was Mira? Is it 5 or 6? 4. Oh, it's 4?
Yep.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, it's very cheap.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's there then.
So, top tables, we have a couple Pans, we have a couple of Trunks, we have a Baby Vegeta, we have a Soul Striker, and yeah, we had the Marcel playing Galactic Frieza.
Well, Dylan was able to get there, it looks like.
Also, Travis Washburn is playing a small GT package. Very small. I believe 6 cards. He's playing 3 of the 5-drop and 3 of the Triple Flash.
Here comes Dylan out with another very explosive start. Bardock into Goaten already.
He's going to mimic what he did game 1. And Dylan's in a predicament. He's wanting to charge a blue, but his only blue being a Senzu Bean. He doesn't know if he wants to do it. He's going to choose to go with the Bardock instead.
These players go through a deck so fast.
Mm-hmm. And there's a reason why Dylan is undefeated.
Yeah.
He doesn't let his games go to time. So for any of the viewers watching, this is a pretty good example of time management and knowledge of your deck, especially at these regionals where time is a factor. You definitely want to do your plays optimally and as quickly as possible, just to make sure you get through your rounds without ties. Because while ties aren't technically losses, they hurt your record.
Yes,
more
absolutely.
more than you would think.
Yeah, unlike rounds that have top cuts where you just have to have a decent record to get a top cut, and then you can play your way through a top cut. These matches are, these tournaments are essentially solely based on your record.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the green GT support in next set will be good?
I don't know. I don't think anything that doesn't run blue is going to be that good. I think blue is going to be, it's one of those colors that you have to splash. I mean, I think, that's incorrect. I think there's certain decks like Androids and stuff that doesn't have to run blue because their deck is just powerful, but I think GT is not one of them. I think GT wants blue, and I think it's too hard to run green, red, blue to make that deck work. That's how I feel. But I haven't had a chance to really sit down and test all the new, GT cards with GT decks, but that's just from first glance, kind of a little bit theory crafting what I think. How about you?
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. The some of the wish leaders can be played monocolored that aren't blue, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing some of those decks thrive come nationals, and only time will tell. So he's really extending these plays with these trunks.
That's insane to me. He's like, it's turn two. He's attacking like 15 times.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I watch Storm, or every time I play Storm, it doesn't surprise me. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, it surprises me every time. I'm just like, how am I still attacking? How am I still going?
And he keeps it going. And he gets another unyielding trunks. This is
pretty good.
Pretty disgusting.
Yeah, Travis is tapped out 1 energy though. Getting obliterated right here.
Yeah, we might see a turn 2 kill here if Travis can't do anything, and Dylan just keeps going.
I think Dylan learned his lesson from last time. He's not going to go below 4
right
here, especially without a blue energy charge for his sense of beings.
Oof, 3 Whistle's Coercions in Travis's hand. I don't know, maybe he goes
energy to tap
in.
it with.
Nope, yeah, and Senzu Beans. Oh my gosh.
Though it's important to remember that Travis has yet to awaken, so if he needs to, he could awaken and ready 1 energy at the gate, but that seems so inefficient.
Travis comboing out. This is not looking very good for Travis if he can't get this turn to end.
So what cards are you looking to sideboard in if you're Travis right here to deal with this kind of stuff? Is there a certain card you can sideboard in to stop this out? Like, do you try to go like Pilaf or something? Is there some key card?
Pilaf can stop but I feel like the 1-2 swap deck can, if they play around it, it just doesn't phase them
Right.
as much as I think the person playing Pilaf wants it to. So
Right.
it's really draw dependent and scenario dependent. I think he just wanted to hold on to that Vegeta. I think playing that Vegeta was a mistake. I think he should have held off for that Senzu Bean and kept those Whis for the security.
Kinder 500, Dusty, can't wait to see you. Nats, thank you so much, man. I can't wait to see you either, man. It'd be nice to see you. See everybody. I'm so excited for it.
Inefficient maybe, but it beats being dead.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So Dylan is still firing on all cylinders. We might see Travis not get to untap. Oh, and that's the end of the turn.
Okay.
All right, Travis is back in it. Now we've seen him come back from
It'll be interesting as to
something
why
like this.
Dylan didn't do the Grandpa Gohan as an additional blocker, just in case.
He has Nimbus in hand, and I want to say he has a second one as well. So I think he's just banking on the negates. Peter Katani was not in attendance today. He should be here tomorrow.
Yes.
Marcel is currently sitting at table 2. And Eddie is currently sitting,
there in front of us.
sitting at, I would think, table 14. So he is in contention for top 32. If only he got punished by Fu or Mirror. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dylan could not find the overwhelm he needed, but it wouldn't have mattered either way because he overwhelmed with the East Supreme Kai.
Jeez. All 4 Gotens out. That's insane.
This might be too much for Travis to handle.
Oh my gosh, guys, there's so many spicy decks I want to try in set 5. Holy crap. Attacking 10,000 into 5,000. Goten into intensifying power Trunks.
So Dylan is really looking for that Champa or the East Supreme Kai. For the double strike. Turns on all of his Gotens and later for lethal. Finds a Fu. Fu will be
It's not bad.
Fu will be a great way to.
If you can get him to tap his blue, or he has 3 negates in hand though. He has 3 Whis Corrosion in hand. That's pretty annoying.
It's gonna Unending Awakening. So that's Senzu being effect number 1, and he has a couple more.
Now, should he have Sense of Being there instead of Whis?
I think he's trying to stop him from kind of continuing his plays, but probably
I like this play by Dylan.
a bean.
Are you going to kill your opponent with this? Probably not. But you're going to get negate out of his hand, and you're going to plus up because you drew 2 cards and he had to spin 1.
Exactly. And I think we saw him get the... oh, no, that wasn't the double strike. He has Kai in hand already. All right.
3 negates.
Just keeps negating.
I think he's got one more wisp.
No, he has a Senzu Bean, and he has a Unending, which he untapped the red for, so that is his final, and he's tapped out. So here we're going to see.
Hand draw.
And I think Dylan's going to have enough.
Yeah, that looks like he's trying to set it up.
Oh, and that's game.
There it is. Tied up,
Tied
1-1.
up. We're going to game 3.
Here we go, guys. Who do you think is going to win?
The guy in the black sleeves.
Probably good guess.
King Goomba, yes, the event tomorrow will be streamed. We're going to be here bright and early to provide you with quality, consistent content.
Quality, consistent content, baby.
All right, Dylan's starting it off. And he has the Goten. Travis didn't charge a blue because typically 1-2 swap decks turn 1 isn't, while it can be pretty ridiculous, it isn't consistently. So I feel like Travis felt it was safe enough to just charge a red.
I'll say this about Storm. I don't think Storm's the best deck. I think it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what Storm can do that other decks can't do currently is have a god draw.
Yes.
And like while other decks can have like the best hand possible, it is nowhere near as powerful and as just obviously overtuned than Storm, right?
I
when Storm
completely
hits
agree.
everything, it feels like it's impossible to lose. And I feel like no other deck can do that. And
Yep.
so whenever you're playing Storm, there's certain situations where you're just going to draw your opening cards and just win the game. It's very low, but definitely not as much as what people would like to think. It might be 5% of your games, might be 10% of your games, but it's still a more percent than like Mono Blue SS Goku or, Androids or Universe 7 Frieza or whatever.
I completely agree. And Travis is looking all right. He's looking all right. He's still at 5. Starting to build the board, as you can see. He's going to opt to do critical damage with Trunks to set up the Awaken. And that's a pretty good hit right there. Bardock Goten literally made the game not fun for a lot of the community. I agree to an extent. But now that we're seeing decks come out that can actually compete with it pretty regularly, like Hercule, it doesn't run rampant, and it has a check. A lot of times, big events like this, it almost comes down to, when you have the quality of players we have here, it comes down to which of those quality players got the good matchups.
Sure. I agree.
Because if you can avoid the bad ones, then you're looking a lot better than the person next to you who's getting all their worst ones.
Dylan again doing a second yellow charge instead of a yellow-blue.
Yep, he looks to not have any Senzu Beans in hand, so when you don't have the Senzu Bean, you don't really have to go for the blue.
Danny, this is the last game, my friend. This is the finals. Actually, the last game. Looking pretty good for both players, actually. Both players have... How did the Toronto Regionals go, Mr. Danny Hype? How did the team do?
All right, and he's gonna keep bringing the swings. He has another he has another trunks in hand, and he has another target for swap. So we might see Dylan just keep going, or maybe he'll just end up passing the turn.
I'll tell you what, this little overwhelm card. It's a little West. Is it West Kai? What is it? Little Kai of Time. What
yeah.
is the Kai of Time?
Western Kai of Time.
Western Kai of Time. Nice job. You guys are wrecking it, Daddy. Congratulations, man.
I think he just got another with coercion out of his life.
Supreme Kai of Time. Sorry, not Western Kai of Time. My apologies. Danny lost to Mira Cell Chain in top 8. Gotenks player is still playing right now, and I believe he was sitting at table 11. So he was playing for, he was definitely playing for top 32. Table 11, maybe even top 16. Well, you're definitely keeping up the race with Marcel, because it's looking like Marcel is making top 8 today. All right, and Dylan gonna use Flying Nimbus, and I don't see him not discarding. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, it's dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had all kinds of cool decks on stream today. We had Gotenks win. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel was playing Galactic. That deck actually looked pretty sick. Shugesh into the 3-drop. So Travis at 3 life. Dylan at 4. Travis going into a pretty powerful turn. Passing to Dylan here. Travis with 3 energy open, showing topo and a negate with a blocker. It's going to be pretty hard for Dylan to get through this turn.
Yeah, Dylan definitely has a good amount of cards in hand. All right, Dylan's off.
All right, there's the Unending Awakening. Is that it?
Yep, Unending Awakening, and he has another one to back it up. That's going to be a 25K pan. That's going to be pretty tough for Dylan to punch through here.
Yeah. Swapping to Goten, attack. Maybe go for the Vegeta here instead of leader?
Maybe he did. But we can't know for sure until he's finished. Probably doesn't combo here, to be honest.
Do you think he's just getting a card?
Yeah, I think he might be just getting a card. Oh, nope. I was wrong. Senzu he's counting up his discard. He's looking to close out the game with the overrun, I think. Probably the Banisher Fu. I think he's pushing hard here to get him to go to 2, and he's looking to finish the game with a Banisher Fu. Alright, so it's looking to combo out. And there you go. That was a pretty big minus by Travis, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at how many cards he has in
Yeah,
hand.
Dylan literally gained 2 cards off that attack. He gained 2 cards off that attack.
His opponent lost 3.
His opponent lost 3.
Pretty good.
So, you wonder, you want to know how Storm punches through those last few.
Life, it's just that like that.
There you go. That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying to like kind of not talk very much, so I don't go in tomorrow, because tomorrow I have to do the same thing again. Actually, I have to probably cast more games tomorrow. Depending on how people show up, depending on if we do a top cut, if it's top 8, top 16, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm trying to like let David do some work here and save my voice as best I can, because I know I want to get destroyed.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be with you tomorrow.
You were with me tomorrow.
No, I got to go do the side event stuff.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm all by myself.
We're gonna have to talk to Machado about that. All right. Travis is still hanging on. He's trying. Here we go with the leader. Dylan's trying to punch through with the Trunks leader. I think this is going to be an issue of...
I don't know yet. 4-4-1, maybe. How's it going?
Good. Yeah, we're on the last game of the finals here.
I feel like this is going to be one of those incidents where Dylan pushes Travis to, dump his hand, and even if Travis combos out, he's not going to have much left.
Right.
But what he does have is negate. I think he's got 2 negates in hand. At least 1 list.
I think there is a top cut tomorrow, Welchie. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm like 99.9% sure there's a top cut tomorrow. Huh?
Top 8 playoff.
I think so. I don't know if top 8, top 6 tomorrow.
All right,
I know that
here's Dylan.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Going for the interesting choice. He went for the Scientist Fu instead of the Banisher to get rid of the blocker.
Maybe he just wanted to draw 2. Do you think that's good enough? I don't know.
Yeah.
Must have a trumps in hand.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna pass the turn. Right? I don't see him trying to go too much further than this.
I think this is where Dylan's going to overextend again.
All right, let's see what Travis can do.
I know the counter's minor. I just don't want to have there be any confusion.
Okay, Travis, doesn't have very many cards left in hand to do anything with. We'll see what he can do. Chooses to attack 20k into 10k here. I feel like Dylan's going to let that die with no problem. 50k into 50k. He's at 3 life. What if we take this just to get a card?
Yeah, that was a pretty easy.
Yeah, Bardock's not that great this late in the game. Ooh, draws for a seeing hit. Can't play it yet, though. Pass his turn.
All right, Dylan tapping out. Let's see what he can do. Nope, just passes the turn. Here we go.
I don't think he charges here. Does he need to charge?
Depends on his hand. He might have to. He does have a lot of overrealm in his hand that he's not going to be able to play. And if he has a lot of 10Ks, he might. It might be better to just charge one.
No one going down to 2. Is that going to seal Cayenne there?
Attention Dragon Ball Super players, that is time in the round.
We just hit time in the round for normal players. I'm not sure how much extra time our finalists have, but probably I'd say 10 minutes at least. So. This is the third and final game. There's no way this is coming down to a draw.
No, I'm pretty sure this game's gonna end within the next 2-3 turns. I would be surprised if it didn't end in the next 2 turns.
I agree 100%. Travis has a lot of defense, but his defense doesn't really do anything. He's just like, stop your guy from attacking me, stop your guy from attacking me, stop your guy from attacking me. Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I really can't do anything or I die. Pass.
Yeah.
And eventually he just runs out of those cards.
Travis is sitting on a hand of a lot of. He has a lot.
Travis
Like
needs to
you
do
said.
something by the time I get over.
Like you said, he has a lot of things to stop attacks, but he doesn't have a lot of things to.
All right, well, there's 10,000. Attack. Almost.
Justin's on a hot streak. Justin's been on that winning streak ever since Georgia.
All right, well, there's Bardock. Bardock comes down.
All right,
Take a
Dylan
life,
going to 1. This makes me believe he's either going in for the kill or he's trying to get Travis to go in for his.
Well, Dylan's taking a lot of time thinking, so this is the thing where it's like he's definitely thought about this turn right here. You know what I mean? He's like, how can I win?
It's like a Hercule player over here is trying to end the game.
What Dylan's thinking about here?
He's considering if he's going to allow the Goten to go in. He's thinking about the negate or not. And here he goes. He's going in.
Going in, trying to get his opponent to what?
And that's game.
Jeez. And Dylan is your Dragon Ball Supercard game National Championship qualifier winner here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Super excited to have you.